We're on the spot. My boy Jay Landis, full-time husband, father, artist, creator, therapist. Now, please explain to us how it's possible to be a therapist for others but yourself.
Yeah, I can help people see their stuff from an objective perspective, help them reframe things, help them, process trauma, process different things that they've been through. It's a whole lot more of a different game when you're trying to do that for yourself. You got a different lens you're seeing things through. Things are a whole lot more subjective, a whole lot more emotional, so you don't see things through the same type of lens, right? As a therapist, as a psychologist, I can see things through a more objective lens for other people when I'm working with them. When it comes down to myself, I got to really step back and be much more aware of my own cues, my own triggers. You got to be able to be humble, but confident at the same time, right? So you got to be able to step back. And the biggest thing I've recognized is if I am resistant to something, or if there's hesitation, or if I'm trying to force something to happen, and especially when I get defensive, those are big cues for me to know, like, hey, it's time to slow down. It's time to like look within yourself, something in your inner child, something from your past trauma, your childhood, something that's coming up in that space that's worth looking at, because you're getting triggered, right? So if you can take a second to step back when you get triggered, that's a beautiful opportunity. It's a beautiful space to learn a lot about yourself. There's a lot of learning and growth. That's where transformation occurs. But if you miss it, it happens in the small moments, man. It happens in the in-between spaces where a lot of people will miss that. So it really takes a lot of self-awareness, intentionality. You got to slow down and be able to like recognize, okay, I'm triggered right now. I'm getting defensive internally. I don't need to externalize that. I can actually like hold my tongue, show a little bit of resistance, restraint, and then be able to look within myself and step back afterwards. For me, it's like journaling. I'll create space afterwards and like actually just write it out of me, and it helps me process what's actually going on and understand it from a different level. That's where the transformation happens, man.
Let's go, baby. Free game. I love you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
How long I've been cutting you up?
Man, how long have we been knowing each other?
I've known you about what, 12, 15 years?
Something like that, man. It's been at least a decade, if not more.
Man, I mean, I met this dude when we first started getting into music.
Yep.
He was doing his thing, I was doing my thing. And hey, it's good to know you, bro.
Good to know you too, ADB. Got love for you, man.
Appreciate it. Let's go. Felt good, huh? He's like, I needed that. Call that church.
Church.